Have you reached a point where the silence feels heavy, where well-meaning friends keep suggesting you get back out there? If you're a man over 60 considering a serious commitment, this conversation is for you. I'm here to share insights gathered from conversations with financial advisors, therapists, and men who have navigated these waters themselves. This isn't about avoiding connection. It's about making choices that honor the life you've built. Before we dive in, I'd love to hear your perspective in the comments. And if this resonates, please like and subscribe for more honest discussions about life after 60. Here's something most people won't say out loud. Companionship and marriage are not interchangeable, especially at this stage of life. You can have one without the other. The question isn't whether you deserve love. You absolutely do. The question is, what kind of commitment serves your well-being best? Let's explore 5 crucial considerations that financial planners, healthcare providers, and relationship counselors bring up repeatedly when working with senior men. You've spent 4, 5, maybe 6 decades building financial stability. Your nest egg represents countless early mornings, difficult decisions, and sacrifices. It's not just money, it's your security and your children's inheritance. Here's what many don't realize. A marriage certificate creates legal entanglements that can't be undone with good intentions alone. Consider James, a 71-year-old retired engineer from Phoenix. After his wife of 40 years passed, he felt adrift. When he met someone at his gym, the connection felt genuine. They married within 8 months. What James didn't anticipate were her outstanding medical bills and her son's ongoing financial crises. Within 18 months, his carefully managed retirement account had shrunk by 40%. Financial advisors see this pattern frequently. When you marry, you potentially inherit your partner's existing debts, responsibility for their medical expenses, changes to your tax situation, complications with estate planning, and potential loss of survivor benefits. One wealth manager I spoke with put it bluntly. I've watched clients in their 70s return to work because they couldn't say no to a marriage proposal. They confused love with legal partnership. The alternative, you can build a meaningful relationship while keeping finances separate. Companionship doesn't require shared bank accounts. Here's something to consider. Can you enjoy someone's company without legally merging your life's work with their financial situation? Think about your typical Tuesday. You wake up when your body tells you to. You have coffee the way you like it. You decide whether today is for reading, golf, or calling your grandkids. This autonomy took decades to achieve. Relationship therapists call this earned independence, and it's psychologically vital for well-being in later years. Margaret's father, David, remarried at 67. Within months, she noticed changes. He stopped attending his weekly poker night because his new wife preferred he stay home. His Sunday calls became rushed and tense. When Margaret finally talked to him privately, he admitted, "I feel like I'm 35 again, having to check in and justify my choices." Psychologists note that after 60, we're less flexible with our routines and more protective of our peace. This isn't stubbornness, it's self-knowledge. You've figured out what works for you. Merging households means renegotiating everything from thermostat settings to social calendars. The emotional cost manifests physically. Studies show that seniors in high-stress relationships experience elevated blood pressure, sleep disruption, and increased anxiety. What many men truly seek isn't another domestic partnership. They want understanding without obligation, someone who enhances their life rather than restructuring it. Here's an alternative approach. Many successful senior relationships maintain separate residences. You can travel together, share meals, and provide mutual support while preserving your personal sanctuary. When you remarry, you're not just joining your life with one person. You're blending families, inheritance expectations, and decades of established relationships. Think about Thomas, who remarried at 69. His adult daughters were polite to his new wife, but the warmth was gone. Holiday gatherings felt strained. The real blow came when Thomas ended up in the hospital. His wife, as legal spouse, made medical decisions his daughters disagreed with. The rift never healed. Estate attorneys see this tragedy unfold constantly. Regardless of your intentions, marriage laws prioritize spouses in ways that can override your will. Your new partner becomes your legal next of kin, which means she makes medical decisions if you're incapacitated. She has legal claims to your estate. Your children's inheritance can be contested, and family heirlooms might not stay in the family. One probate lawyer shared a particularly painful case. A man's second wife sold his workshop tools he'd promised to his grandson within weeks of his passing. Legal? Yes. What he would have wanted? Absolutely not. Your legacy isn't just assets. It's the relationships you've nurtured, the values you've passed down, and the memories you've created. Legal marriage can complicate all of it. There's a better option: clear legal documentation. Living wills, healthcare proxies, detailed estate plans protects everyone. You can have a partner and protect your family, but it requires intentional planning, not just hoping love conquers all. Here's an uncomfortable truth. One partner usually declines faster than the other. In later life marriages, there's a significant risk that companionship quickly transforms into full-time caregiving. Harold married again at 68. His wife seemed vibrant and healthy. At 70, she was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. By 72, Harold was managing medications, assisting with basic tasks, and coordinating specialist appointments. He told his doctor, "I love her, but I'm exhausted. I'm 72 myself. I don't have the energy for this." Healthcare providers emphasize that caregiving stress in seniors creates a dangerous cycle. There's physical strain from lifting and assisting, mental exhaustion from constant vigilance, financial pressure from medical costs, and social isolation as caregiving consumes your time. Long-term care facilities can cost $8,000 to $12,000 monthly. If your spouse lacks long-term care insurance, that expense falls to your shared resources. Your retirement savings can evaporate while you're simultaneously too exhausted to enjoy what remains. Research shows that senior caregivers experience higher rates of depression, cardiovascular problems, and accelerated cognitive decline. You could literally be sacrificing your own health and remaining years. This doesn't mean abandoning someone you care about. It means honestly assessing whether legal marriage is the wisest framework for providing support. Here's some practical wisdom. You can be a loving partner and support someone through health challenges without being legally obligated to deplete your resources and endanger your own well-being. After 60, you've earned something precious: the right to live according to your own rhythm. You've spent decades meeting everyone else's expectations. This phase of life should be about self-discovery, not self-sacrifice. When you marry again, you risk returning to old patterns, negotiating, compromising, and prioritizing someone else's preferences over your own well-being. Many men find themselves tiptoeing around triggers they never anticipated. Carl, a 73-year-old widower, described it this way: "I thought I wanted partnership. What I actually needed was freedom with occasional companionship. Now I realize I can have dinner with someone I care about twice a week and still have 5 days to myself. That's the sweet spot." Psychological research supports this. Senior men report higher life satisfaction when they maintain autonomy while having access to social connection. The key is balance, not merger. Your remaining years are finite. How do you want to spend them? Navigating someone else's emotional needs and expectations, or investing in your health, interests, and relationships with children and grandchildren? Remember this: true connection respects independence. If someone genuinely cares about you, they won't require legal commitment to prove it. They'll want what's best for your well-being, even if that means unconventional arrangements. Let me be clear, this isn't about avoiding love or connection. Human beings need companionship at every age, but companionship has many forms, and legal marriage is just one option, and often not the wisest one after 60. Ask yourself these questions. Am I seeking this relationship from a place of strength or from fear of loneliness? What would I be gaining? What would I be risking? Can I achieve what I truly want without legal entanglement? Have I consulted with a financial advisor and estate attorney? What do my adult children honestly think? The answers matter more than romantic feelings in the moment. Remember, you can love someone deeply and still choose not to marry them. You can be committed to their well-being without signing legal documents. You can build a beautiful partnership that honors both of your independence. Your peace matters. Your financial security matters. Your family relationships matter. Your freedom matters. Don't trade any of these for the illusion that marriage equals love. Loneliness is a feeling. It passes. It changes. It can be addressed through friendships, community involvement, hobbies, and yes, dating. But a bad marriage, that's a legal contract with real consequences that can last the rest of your life and impact your legacy long after you're gone. You've lived long enough to know that not every problem needs solving, and not every feeling requires action. Sometimes the wisest choice is to sit with discomfort rather than make permanent decisions to escape temporary emotions. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you navigated this decision? Do you know someone who remarried later in life? What would you tell your younger self about relationships after 60? Share in the comments. If this perspective helped you think through these important questions, please like this video and share it with someone who might benefit from hearing it. And subscribe for more honest conversations about life, relationships, and well-being after 60. You've earned your wisdom. Now use it to protect what matters most: your peace, your security, and your right to live life on your terms. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourself.